I believe we are on. Hello, friends and fellow gamers. I am That Zero, and we are back after a long time of me just making a whole bunch of shorts and, low energy content because that's how I do things. But we are back with a fan favorite. We have our Playing Doctor series. Hello, friends and fellow gamers. I am Oh, That and Zero, I am playing myself in the background. A long time. Yep, we're going to not have that going on. Sorry about that. Hashtag professional. I know what I'm doing, everyone. Anyway, we are here today with Breit, and we are going to be talking about some arena. How you doing today, Breit?
Doing really good. Tired from work, but really happy to be here.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm excited. I haven't done one of these in a very long time. It's always fun, and I don't usually get too much opportunities to talk about arena unless I'm just kind of memeing with friends in private channels and stuff, just for shits and giggles. So, yeah, I guess let me know a little bit about you, your account, what you're hoping to get out of this, where maybe you're struggling or, either confused or just feeling helpless, whatever it might be. Where are you at in this whole arena scheme of things?
I'm actually more lost on just about grinding, but when it comes to arena, I've been watching videos, looking at other people's builds, and basically, I used to play when this game was released, even during before it was even global, and I really loved the game. But after a while, we realized that only magic matters during that time, and I kind of got tired of it because I really
Yeah.
loved physical attackers,
Yeah.
and or at least some variety.
Yep.
So I did quit, and how I came back with account this updated is really because I bought this account from a friend. So definitely, this is not my own account. Just for people to be aware. So that's why, like, even I have
Sure.
this like a stacked account with new stuff. I really don't even know what's going on.
Well, it's definitely a different game than when you had played it before, that's for sure. Magic is slowly starting to make a resurgence now, but for probably a good 2 years, it was broken and useless for the most part. Because back when it was really good for you, it's because there was time stop, and they removed that, and basically removing time stop completely killed Magic altogether in the game, and made it just completely useless for the most part. So that's that's how that happened. But now we're starting to get some units where they're actually starting to be PvE viable. Some of them are even PvP viable, which is really cool. Especially because if you don't know, which I assume you don't, in Arena, Magic is basically just made for crowd control. It's really, really hard to actually do damage because they put like a minus 90% damage modifier on all Magic just so that it can't just completely own everything. But there's a few units that have been recently released that have such strong scaling magic they can still kill people. So it's pretty fun.
Yeah, I've been mollywopped by the first place guy. He's using a double mage team, or was it a single mage? I think it was a single
Oh,
mage.
okay, sure.
Yeah. And I could definitely say it's powerful because he's killing people really fast.
Yeah, yeah, it could definitely happen. Um, I'm not sure which team exactly he's using right now. It might be Double Mage, but it usually he's running Roy. So I don't know, but I'd have to take a look. Either way, though, there's a lot of variety in Arena these days. Basically, there's so many powerful units that you just need like one or two really meta units, and you're usually pretty good. And then especially if you have a setup like it looks like you've gotten decent advice already of running Gorm and Theria. Um, Pretty much if you have those two built out properly, you can almost use whatever DPSs you wanted, especially if you have some modern ones that are really good. Melee is exceptionally good. Mikasa also quite solid. Um, but yeah, are you wanting to? Let's see. Where do we want to start with this? First of all, do you have any broad questions you would like answered?
Uh, yeah. So basically, I really want to know how to optimize. Even like, I don't care about like what kind of character I like. Honestly, I'm not really attached to
Sure.
the main characters either. So I just want to have the strongest that I can, what the account can have. So at least I get the idea
Okay.
of closest to what would be the meta, right?
Sure. Okay. So
And yeah.
I would say starting out, you're looking pretty good. Like I said, Theria Gorm, great start. Um, let's take a look at who else you have. So just click on like Melee or Mikasa, one of them, and let's see who we can swap out for. Okay, so you have Roy. Roy is basically top of the meta in Arena. He's just insanely broken, like leagues over everyone else. Mainly because, well, it's a lot of reasons. He has a lot of things built in that just make him really, really gross in Arena. I don't know how he got out of testing, but he's just really gross. He's got the biggest range in the entire game on his S3, like AOE wise. If you snag some kills and get MP back with Pose for Honor, for instance, which is you get a percentage of your max MP back with every kill. He can use extra skills for free without having skill charges as long as you have enough MP to burn. And he's got chances on hit to do extra hits that do double damage, which could just nuke people off the planet as well. So he's just kind of silly, and he's got one of the really like a really good S1 as well because it's ranged and hits multiple times and has some pretty good scaling too. Pretty much, he's just a really gross unit that's super duper good. So we're probably gonna work with him, especially since he's already Awakened 6 anyway. Maxed out looks like. I'm assuming he's probably taught a whole bunch of stuff. You probably have some good tools, but we might be able to push him further beyond because maxing him out completely takes a little bit of effort. So we'll see what we can do there. Hey, Tweaks, thanks for stopping by, man. We were just talking about you, kind of. Basically, that he was getting walloped by you, which is great. The number one player you were talking about just stopped by. So.
Oh, cool.
Okay, so. Yeah, the account does look very good indeed. Do you want to go ahead and show us UR arcs on here as well?
Sure. How do I go from here? Do I just go back and just hit this?
Yeah, get this man into Arena. Yeah, he just started doing it like 2 days ago, and he's hooked. He really enjoys it, which is fun, because not many people get into it, so it's gonna be great. So it's sorted by rarity right now. Okay, turn your filter off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we can see some stuff. Yeah, there we go. More stacked than my account by a mile. Okay, so you've got almost every UR in the game, which is pretty sick. Okay, and you've got Kagasuchi. Yeah, it sucks I can't really click around on here and stuff, but...
where would you like me to click? I'll click, you can navigate me.
Yeah, oh, you're fine. Tweaks was noting in chat, defense doesn't really matter, so let's not really worry about it. What's his in-game... Yeah, what's your in-game name?
In-game name? Panda.
Panda.
I didn't change it. It's still what it was before.
Sure. Yeah, so Panda for now. So if you found him a few times, there you go. But yeah, basically don't worry. We're not going to worry about your defense at all, especially at high level. You can't make a defense that just wins almost ever. And in general, it's just not advantageous to even win at some points. It's better to just play enough on offense to make up for defense. Because basically each day your defense losses cap. So even if you lose like 1,000,000 times, you won't lose more than 200 trophies. That's basically just how it works. But there's a weird caveat where if you happen to snag a win somewhere in there, it resets your count. Which means...
I did win a few. Someone had me change formations, and I got a few wins off of that when I checked in the morning.
So basically what a lot of people are doing in general is just not even making defenses that are necessarily going to win, just that are like mildly annoying, like God healing and time stopping a lot, just because they know they're going to lose most of the time anyway, but they don't really want a chance of winning, because if you happen to win like a couple of games, it's going to end up losing you more over the course of a day probably. So, yeah. So in general, the only time it's really good to have a nice defense or even a silly defense that kind of works is on season reset, because then you're having a bunch of people fight you that aren't necessarily like super meta players, and then you could snag wins doing really silly stuff, and it makes for some really funny, satisfying replays. But in general, if you're planning on going towards like higher ranks and end up in like super rank and high super to get high rewards and stuff, maybe top 100 or even, God forbid, you go for top 10 sometime, then you're not going to care about defense at all. It's just going to be straight offense grinding.
Understood.
Yeah. So, also, just to clarify in general, if you ever are looking to go for top 10 or anything like that in this game, it's basically just time commitment. You get your units set up to be decent, and you have a basic understanding of the game, and it just comes down to who spends the most time grinding. but it's a ridiculous amount of time to be able to keep up with what people do to be in top 10.
I definitely can't. I work till 5:30 every day.
Yeah. So
There's no way.
yeah, but either way, you could probably be able to make like top 100. That's not too bad.
I think I am in
But
top 100 by
cool.
now.
Oh,
That's because
nice.
I'm getting carried by the account.
Well, sure, but you'll be even better and do it more efficiently when we get some things
Oh
updated.
yeah.
Okay, so um, I'm just gonna assume that these ether rewards are probably already done. So the sword you get from Kagasuchi, the fire one in the middle there, if you go ahead and go back to your equipment, let's just yeah, back out and go to your equipment. I want to see what kind of stuff you have already.
Okay.
See what we can put on Roy.
Okay, yeah, definitely. I want to get the best stuff.
Yeah, so go to your inventory.
Inventory.
Up in the top right.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So go to weapon and then sort by strength. The things I care about would be at the top if you got them. Okay. Hit the arrow so it flips. Right now you're reversed. There you go. Okay. Cool. So you've got base Kagasuchi, I think. Click second from the left there. Yeah, okay, so, yeah, base Kagasuchi. So this is something you want to work on getting to plus 40.
Okay.
So do you know how the God Forge works in general?
Not a clue, actually.
Okay.
And I'm not a fan for these things.
Okay, cool. Okay, so go ahead and close this out. It looks like you also don't have a different item that he's going to want that's really, really good. So go ahead and back out of your inventory. Let's go check out the God Forge. So you can see what we're talking about, see what we're looking at.
God Forge.
Alchemy. Yeah, you got it. Beautiful. Go to God Forge Enhancement at the bottom. First. Yeah, first down there. Great. So right here, the second one, you want to work on leveling that up.
Okay, so let's do that right now.
Yeah, sure.
All the way?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if you need souls for any arcs or anything. It's expensive, so it's going to take you some time.
Oh, yikes. I don't know if I should have done that, but I think I'll be fine.
Yeah, always check the costs. This is an end game grind. So, like, when people say, like, just click the screen, it'll skip all this. There you go. So when people say, like, end game gear and, like, grinding hard for stuff, this is, like, end game grind stuff. It's going to take a lot of gameplay, a lot of stuff to be able to get these. These first two materials that look like claws, those are out of... well, you know what? Go ahead and click them. If you click the item, click the little icon there.
Which icon? I'm sorry.
Of the materials that we're using to God Forge this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so click that and then go to where to acquire. Beautiful. So this is Infernal Lord Martigade. So this is a God Forge boss. So you run this in multiplayer on the highest difficulty, and you slowly farm these up. That's where you get these. So in general, this is just good to know. I don't think this was in the game a long time ago of like where to acquire and actually finding stuff. So just make sure if you don't know where to find stuff for that you're needing to grind for, you can come here and see where they're available. Usually the highest difficulty stuff is where you're going to be farming.
Okay.
So
the highest difficulty is still God mode, right?
Which is God, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead and close that, and I'll show you what the other thing to work towards is. So the main reason to get this to plus 40, when it gets to plus 40, the passive plus 15 fire damage jumps up to 25% fire damage.
Whoa, that's pretty insane.
It's pretty sick. And then it gets up over like 400 strength too.
Holy, okay.
So it's pretty okay. It's pretty fine. Really, really good. But even grosser than that, just wait. Go ahead and back out of this one.
Sure.
Let's go back and go to Godforge Alchemy. Great. Scroll down for me. We're looking for a red claw. It's like a fire claw. Keep going. Right there, this pyro claw. This you want to work on too.
I ordered.
That's fine. That's fine. This is end game goals, man.
Holy, okay.
Yeah, Tweaks. His account is absolutely stacked. It's gonna be great. So thanks for stopping by, man. You have a nice night. Appreciate it. All right. So Tweaks says good luck to you.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. So how you go about God forging this stuff? One, when you click on these items, has anybody pointed you to gold mine already?
No.
A link? Nobody's giving you a link to Goldmine yet.
Oh, Goldmine.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
basically the encyclopedia for this game. It's a website.
yeah, I do use it. I actually bookmarked. Someone, you gave me the link before, but
Okay, great, great.
yeah. So yeah, I do. I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
Okay,
I
great.
do.
So if you don't have anything, so for instance the claw you have there, or don't have, that's from an SSR arc. That's just an ether reward you need to grind. You may not have that one, so you might need to watch out for that SSR.
Okay.
So we can take a look in a second and see. This one it looks like you have. This just has to be plus 40. So then you use basic alchemy to get that up to 40.
Oh, how did you know I have this?
Because
No.
so because the fire claw says not held, the other one does not.
Okay.
The other one I can't actually read it, but I think that just says like not upgraded or something.
Okay. So this one can be created in the alchemy lab.
Yes.
So that's
Yeah. So we'll take a look at these. So these are what we call God spheres, because they take a ton. So if you look at the one above it, the claw above it uses these little spheres. This like little yellow one. So
okay.
so this is like a basic God Forge item. This is something that you craft. Basically, when you farm these God Forge bosses, you have a small-ish chance of getting like the highest rarity drops. Sometimes you might get 2. If you're super lucky, maybe you'll get 3. A lot of times you'll get none when you run. But you know, your hope is to try to get at least 1 every time you fight the boss, and that's ideal. It takes 5 of them in order to make one of those little spheres in Rising Murder there, that little yellow one. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So in order to make the big one below it, you need 2 of 3 different types of those.
2 to 3.
No, so here, I'll show you. So go ahead. Well, first of all, I'll show you why we want this claw. Click the claw so you can see what we're in preview, what you're going to be working towards. Okay, so first of all, plus 30% fire skill damage.
Oh, I definitely have a question here.
And over 400 strength.
Yeah.
Okay.
Really nice stats.
So, give me your question first.
Okay, so when I went over to look at how we can change their passives, I've noticed there's skill damage, like a plain one. I think it's called Ultimate Boost. And it gives a huge bonus. But I'm wondering if this is the same kind of modifier, or is this more of a unique modifier?
You might have to show me which one you're actually talking about.
Okay.
So
you mind if I get out of here?
you can. I'll just tell you the goal is also to plus 40 this. It will also take a very, very long time, like a ridiculous amount of time. But that jumps up to plus 40 fire percent. So just so you know. So when you dual wield both of them on Roy, you have 65% fire damage and 5 extra crit rate.
That explains why I'm not doing so well with Roy.
Yeah, well, you don't need them. He could do totally fine without it. He dominated Arena before this claw existed. This just pushed him over the edge and made him super duper silly. So don't worry, we'll get your Roy online. I guarantee you have plenty to make him gross.
Okay.
You don't have to worry about that. But let me see the skill thing you're talking about.
Okay, so allow me 1 second. I think, well, I know about it because I use this character so right now,
Okay.
and basically, so I changed here. Hey. Oh, sorry, my wife came in my room.
You're fine.
Let's see. I think it was. Oh, here it is. That do
Okay.
anything?
So that is only for your S4. So the bottom right, your ultimate. That's what that is. That's what specials means, is your ultimate ability.
Also, skill is not specials. I assume.
Correct.
Like,
Yeah.
okay.
Skills are your skills 1, 2, and 3. So your top 2 and then your bottom left. Those are considered skills.
Oh shoot!
So that's what's considered skill damage.
I had that on some of my characters earlier. I just didn't. I just took it off this time. So I've been having it the entire time.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
there's some units that like ultimate damage. There's just not that many with very good ults. So.
Okay, understood. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I was definitely confused. Good thing I asked about this.
Yeah. So there you go. There's something on that. So you know some gear to work towards on Roy, which is great. But let's go see what we can do with what you got.
Yeah. Since seems like I may need to choose. What would be an upgrade? Besides, I know definitely Roy's would be an upgrade. Is this character even like I just tried it and I seen a lot of people in arena do use this and it did kill me many times.
Yeah,
And
she can be really good for sure. Basically,
yeah,
her gimmick is she basically goes God mode for 7 seconds once in a match, and sometimes that could just be enough to win you the game.
yeah.
That's pretty much what it is. So when she gets really really weak, if she survives, she gets physical damage immunity and flinch resistance for 7 seconds. So then she kind of just gets to freely wail on people for like 7 seconds, unless she gets killed by like magic or something. So it can be really good. I personally don't use her, and I think that when you're on offense, you could probably do better, especially with somebody like Roy, or even Melee. I think Melee and Roy are both better than her personally. I think they're both extremely strong and just super easy to use. So,
Okay.
as is my
Okay.
preference. But yeah,
Yeah, I
Mikasa
was
totally good. Levi up in the top corner, he's really good. Um,
I haven't tried him yet. I'll check.
Rimuru is really really good too. Demon Lord
I
Rimuru.
saw on tier list, he's high up. I tried him and I failed miserably. So
Yeah,
I
he probably is just
but
a little bit tougher to build, but you can do it, and he can nuke pretty hard. So, what are you finding to be the most difficult thing in arena? Like, are you dying? Are you not killing
yes.
things?
Um when I'm up against the full tank team,
Sure.
I'm definitely not killing things until I see like some kind of some kind of random opening. I
Okay.
basically have to use this person to auto attack to inflict curses. And then that's when I start
Okay.
using skill. The only problem is that they stun so much, they keep casting like thunder, blizzard.
Yep.
It's quite a bit of a interruption and like they interrupt me so many times.
Sure.
Sometimes I can't even apply them
Great.
long. But when I do apply it, I can probably kill them.
Okay.
Probably.
So I've
So I
got
do.
a few things here. Let me take a couple notes here. So flinch magic issue. Um, flinch magic is a problem. Tank teams slows you down. Good. We don't like that. Tanks are lame. Okay. Um, do if you're going against a really offensive team, does Gorm currently do a good job of pulling aggro and staying alive, so that your other
I,
units don't get hurt?
it's been doing good since I've been reading the guy from Buddha. I mean, watching the guy from Buddha. He
Great.
basically says stacking alert somewhere in the video,
Yep.
and that helped me a ton. But the problem is that he still gets splashed because I don't. I must be doing something wrong. But he just
Okay.
dies to
Okay.
my team just dies to her so often
Sure.
that
Yeah.
I,
I mean, so here's another thing you can do is if you find a specific unit is giving you trouble, you can just cycle past them. Just go fight somebody else. There's a lot of teams that don't use Mikasa. So,
uh,
like
I've heard.
Roy can also be really tough to fight against if it's a really well built Roy.
Oh,
You could just cycle through opponents until you don't see a Mikasa or a Roy, and just fight that team.
funny enough, Zero. I have less issues with Roy because I kept stacking that fire resist on her,
Oh, sure,
and like for some reason everyone else just doesn't die.
good,
Uh, and it's because of this. What was that? It was Ganon. This thing changed my win rate
Oh, dude,
because
it's great. It's a
I've been losing.
great equip.
I've been losing so hard when I first played, and then I gave this a try, and it just changed everything. I don't know what's the
Nice.
secret behind this, but
I mean, it's a
there's
lot. You get plus 100 defense at least for the first little bit, minus 20% damage taken from Fire and Dark, which are pretty meta. You've got Luxeus, you've got Roy. Those are the main ones, but those are pretty prominent.
yeah.
And then you also get flinch immunity, which if you weren't already running it, that helps a lot. Can I see the arcs you're currently running? Just to make
Oh
sure.
yeah, definitely. So definitely, I learned about flinch.
Okay,
I read
good. So
public
I
doors.
assume you're running. I assume you're running pirate ship already,
Yes,
right?
yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
great.
glad this count has it because I don't think I would have made any progress without it.
Great, awesome.
I do understand flinching is such a detriment because I tried it without it and it was just like night and day.
Sure. Great. Oh, by the way, I'm not ignoring you guys in chat. Michael, Magic, thanks for stopping by, guys. Appreciate it. We're just deep in conversation here. Melky Kior. Sorry, I butchered your name probably, but thanks for showing up, man. Thanks for hanging out. Um, all right, so let's address a couple of the things that we can do on here. Your arcs already look fine. Obviously, you're aware that spell render is a thing that's going to change your life. You're working on it, so that's great. Let's help with your magic flinch problem. Not using Roy in Arena. Yeah, well, he doesn't have much that he can do, Jaw, because he doesn't have spell render yet. So, yeah, we're working on it. I'm gonna get him set up with Roy.
Please.
That's gonna be part of today. We're gonna get him working with Roy even without spell render. So, but first, it's very easy to deal with magic flinch when people are just like spamming Blizzard and stuff. So, pop open your Theria right now. She's your savior. So,
Okay.
open her.
I actually never read her skill. How do I just hold it?
Do the skill. Do change skill equipment. It's now over in the right. Yeah. Okay. Go to your magic. Okay. Can you hit the arrow so it flips this order? So it's telling me off. Beautiful. Okay. Turn off God Heal. Oh God, she doesn't know what she needs to know. Okay, great. No. Okay. So, write this down. Go teach her Stardust Heal. It's on like an R arc. I think maybe like Maiden's Prayer or something. I don't know. You can look it up on Goldmine. Yeah, Stardust Heal. So it'll cost you 6 SC, but that's going to be her key healing spell. It's a small heal that you can do, but it's time stop like God Heal.
Okay, Goldmine. This is really useful. Stardust.
Yeah, Stardust Heal.
Okay. Oh, okay. It's only 6 SC. I'm surprised I don't know the skill.
Yeah, I mean, you have to go out of your way to go learn it, and like if you're not specifically using it for like this, her Starlight Heal heals way more. God Heal heals way more. But this, the reason it's good is it only costs a little more than God Heal. It does require 70 cast speed to be instantly cast, which means you have to either run Rad Moonstone, which is an accessory, or Maiden's Lovely Banquet, which is an arc. So one of those two things need to be the case in order to instantly cast it. But when it happens, it's AoE. And the thing that there's a million things that makes Theria broken, but one of the big things is when she heals you, she puts on like 1,200 HP barrier. That barrier gives you flinch immunity until you lose that barrier. So if you're getting hit by Blizzard and magic damage is all reduced by 90% and it's only used for crowd control, you basically have to be getting hit by physical DPS units in order to lose that barrier. So if you ever start getting flinched, you just switch over to Theria, you have her Stardust Heal, and then all of your units have flinch immunity until they take some more hits from physical DPS. So then you can run over and go hit their mages and stuff while everybody else is on your Gorm.
That's awesome.
That's the idea. So if you start getting locked in, you just wait, and in between blizzards, have Theria instacast one of these things, and then you get that flinch immunity temporarily. So, Maiden's Prayer, Jaw looked it up for you. Great. Thanks, man. So Maiden's Prayer is the SR arc you're looking for to teach it to her.
Yeah, that's a classic. I used to start that on my rerolls back then. Always.
Okay. All right. So great. So yeah, set her up with that magic. That'll be great. Go to her passive skills. I just want to make sure it's like a half-ass decent build. Okay. So jack up her MP. You want all that MP. It's more important than like HP or whatever.
Should I reset this?
No, you don't have to reset it. You can take off the basic HP up for 2. That's not going to do much. The 4 max and plus 2 are really efficient. So if you're going to have HP, those are the 3 I normally run. So you can leave them on. Let's see what else she's got on her, though.
Yeah.
Okay, this looks fine. Yeah, okay, so she's got a guard package. That can be okay. She's got defense down evasion.
I think I've seen a lot of people do it in the arena. So
yeah, that's fine.
To copy them.
I assume. Do you know who's getting your Gorm defended buff right now?
What's that?
So one of the other reasons Gorm's really good, other than being nearly unkillable when he's built properly, is he basically takes the unit with the weakest HP and protects them. He gives them 30% of his max HP and defense, and then like some other buffs as well. So he can make somebody that's kind of squishy and make them tankier. So for instance, I've thrown it, I've adjusted all my units' HP so that melee would be my lowest HP, and then get the Gorm buff, and then gave her Ganon and had her like over 8k defense in arena.
Holy shit.
it was pretty fantastic. It's you have to do some silly stuff for it, but it's important to know who has your Gorm buff because it'll just make them tanky. So based on this, I would assume Theria would probably be getting your Gorm buff because it's implying that she has high defense, which she probably only gets with Gorm, unless she's also running like armor and stuff. But yeah, you know, I don't want to spend too much time on her build specifically. Can I check her equips real quick just to see what she's on? Switch over to that. Okay, so yeah, she can use a different robe. This robe is useless on her.
Oh.
Okay, so if you look at the effect, switch the things you can see. Okay, so continuous MP regeneration effect. This is auto advanced magic circle, which means it doesn't stack with auto advanced magic circle, and she has that innately. So for units that don't have auto advanced circle, this is probably a best in slot robe. For everyone else, it's useless and you can do better.
Understood.
Yeah. So options. 1, you can make her tankier by giving her armor and then giving her some Godforge armor. That's an option. Or filter just by MP. Give her the biggest, fattest amount of MP possible. Because max MP determines how much MP you get over time from auto advanced circles as well as what arena gives you. So Theria, the higher you jack up her MP, the more reliably she's going to have magic to be able to heal you.
I didn't really understand that part, the max MP part. Like,
okay, so sort. So do sort up top. Right now it's by rarity.
Okay.
Sort. Change that. Sort it by MP.
Sure.
Yeah, do that. Okay. Do the change detail again so we can see stats.
Yeah, of course.
Let's see what we got.
Stats or...
Okay, so all these are 30, which is all just kind of fine. You could do Mummy Suit if you also wanted to give her a bunch of HP, and then she also gets a free revive as well. If she happens to die, she'll revive at 10% one time, so that's cool. Otherwise, if you go down, Sinister Juniho, or whatever it's pronounced, that one's pretty sweet. It's got a good amount of MP and HP, and the effect of it is if she does get killed, she applies 2 random status ailments to whoever kills her, which could stun them, could curse them, as long as they're not nil to that effect. So that's not too bad. That's a pretty good one. So I'd say for now, probably Mummy Suit or Sinister Junito.
Okay. Which would you personally prefer? Looking at this, I thought this might be better.
How often does she die?
I think she's one of the last ones. I think, in fact, my tank has been dying earlier than her.
Okay. I guess maybe just Sinister. I don't know. What do you guys think in chat? I think it's kind of a horse apiece, but Sinister's pretty good in general. So, yeah, it doesn't matter too much, but in general, you'll get more value out of either one. So,
okay. All right,
yeah, just go Sinister for now.
Okay.
Either way, it's an improvement. The accessories are fantastic. Big MP stats, which is what we're looking for. All these base MP buffs the it buffs the amount that you get from your MP ups. So,
okay.
All right.
I don't even think I've chose these. This is probably previous owners.
I'm sure. Yeah. Okay, cool. So go ahead and hit confirm on that then.
Alrighty.
Yeah. Okay, so go back. I'm sure there's other things we could do to tweak it, but I don't want to spend too much time on it. Okay, so I would say you could probably give Gorm the pirate ship so that she can get the Maiden's Arc to boost her cast speed. And also increase her MP more.
Okay, definitely.
So just okay. So okay, yeah. Go up. Hold on. Go up. Let's make sure you have it. I almost guarantee you do, but it'd be an LR. Okay, up. It's very pink.
I'm looking for something else. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. You can just swap that. Sure.
All right.
So when you're in this menu, you can click right on the arcs and drag them to other slots, just so you know to move them around.
Really?
Yeah. You don't have to go into that menu. So.
Which I knew.
Okay. So go up.
Mm-hmm.
Not that far. Down a little bit more. Maiden's Lovely Banquet, left, second row.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah,
Okay.
do that. So it's got like the fattest MP stat in the game. It's got some other good passives that are really nice, but the main thing is the healing magic cast speed plus 30%. Awesome. So good. So yeah, go ahead and just give her that. That'll be solid.
Okay.
And then whenever you need Stardust Heal, you can cast it instantly. For now, until you have it taught to her, she can instacast Starlight Heal, which she wasn't doing before. You probably had to wait like 2 seconds for her to cast it.
Holy crap.
Yeah, so if you tried to use it, it's just not instant, which is just a bad day. But it'll be really good for the other one. Okay. I want to take a look at your Gorm quick, just to make sure you're stacking some stuff decently, because he should be able to survive. So go to change skills. I know you said Buddha talked about allure stuff, so let's just make sure you're on some decent things. Could you just go up to filter
Sure.
and do set only on the bottom there? Yeah, do that. Oh, it's so good. Okay. Go ahead and scroll down. I want to see what type of stuff we got going on here. Because we should have Girls Party and Allure for sure. You do. Beautiful. Okay, so that's good. A movable object, I don't think is probably necessary if we have him built right.
Okay.
But we'll see. Because basically, you only run a movable object if you're going to have him cast magic. Do you currently have him casting magic?
Oh, yeah.
Good. Good.
Happy Buddha build.
That's
Yeah.
totally great. But
Blizzard.
if you're going to have him cast magic, you want him to be instantly casting magic. And if you instantly cast magic, a movable object basically does nothing. Pretty much the only benefit is if there's already a spell going and you're trying to keep it going, I guess it can hold it for you. But I personally don't think it's worth the 9 SC. I'd rather have high-level magic chant for the cast speed. Also, teaching him fast recast will be really beneficial if you have the arc for it.
I think I might. I
Okay.
think I saw it
Okay.
a while back. I can probably look for it. Yeah. So
Okay.
fast recast and I'll write this down.
Yeah, fast recast. Basically, fast recast and cultist pendant should be able to cast Blizzard instantly. I'm pretty sure 60% is plenty.
You said fast recast
And
what? Sorry.
cultist pendant, it's an accessory that you definitely have.
Okay.
Yeah. If anybody knows in chat, is 60% enough to instacast Blizzard? I'm pretty positive it is. But yeah, if not, let me know. I don't think it takes 70 though. That's like the real big global magic usually. But okay. Let me see your equips quick just to see what's currently on. Okay, you've got God Gold, which is great. You've got a random spear in order to have some damage reduction. That's pretty good. Bell of Warning is fine. Rumour's Honey. I would say if you've got Imperial Shield, it's going to be better than the Honey. Hit change quick. Filter by defense. Let's see if there's something here. I'm sorry, not filter, sort.
Sorry. Okay.
Yeah, do sort. All right, scroll down. Let's see if there's anything we can see here. Imperial Shield. No, keep going. It's from an event. He might just have not gotten the Imperial Shield, which is fine. Okay, that's fine. That's probably why he's using Honey. Okay, well, this isn't a bad build. You could do better, though, if he's having trouble surviving. You can back out of here quick. I want to see what was on again. Bell of Warning. Okay, so the extra chance to guard, I don't think matters all that much. I would actually just change that to straight damage reduction. Like, well, I assume you're using Dark Mirror Ring already on melee, so that's not going to help. Maybe Armored Vest could work. Yeah, Armored Vest is straight up a 10% chance to take no damage on physical attacks sometimes. And
that on.
Yeah, so that one's pretty good. Yeah, I feel like you probably don't need Honey that much. You could probably change that to, I mean, I don't know. What do you think, Ja? You think he really needs the extra allure on that? I feel like just throwing on Cultist Pendant to get magic to work more easily is probably the better play.
Okay.
So you can filter by int for that.
Okay.
Or yeah, sort. And then it should be just down a little bit. Yeah, there it is.
Oh,
Cultist Pendant.
tank
Boom.
lower. Okay.
Yeah, so that's 30% cast speed for his Blizzard. Otherwise, you got lots of defense, which is cool. If you wanted to go a different round and have higher defense, you could use some boots. Um, oh, you run Honey and the other shield? Okay, fair enough. Well, maybe it's worthwhile just putting on the other allure then, so sure. Swap Armored Vest back out to Honey. Just to be safe. Just to be safe on the allures.
Honey did high intelligence.
HP? HP, because it's got 100 HP on it.
Understand.
So scroll down. It's not going to be at the top completely, but look for the hundreds. Yeah, there it is. Yay, cool. Okay. Sorry, we get there eventually. Let me see what other skills you got on, though. The main thing to look for is physical damage reduction. So scroll down to the bottom. Let's see what's on the bottom of this list. Okay, so we've got Decoy. I would say Decoy, just go away. If he's dying, he's not doing his job, so you don't need to be reviving.
Okay.
That's, like, you go all in. If you're dying, the game's it's just going to be done anyway. It's not going to save him if he gets revived at 10% HP.
He's my lifeline.
Yeah, so he just wants to survive. Spear high boost is great. Teach him regular spear boost too.
Okay. Let me write that down.
Yeah, so do that. That's great.
Great. Spear boost. I learned that from Buddha too. I think he said he learned it from you, so credit to you, I guess.
Sweet, nice.
Really.
Okay, and Jawline is saying if you teach him high level magic chant, that and fast recast is actually enough for Blizzard. So you don't even have to run Cultist Pendant at that point.
Yeah, so high level, I do have that.
Yeah, so you can do high level magic chant and fast recast, get both of those on him, and then he can insta cast that magic while still running some extra defense in that accessory slot or another allure if you get one eventually. Which you might be able to in the Annie event because they're bringing back a bunch of reruns for events, so the shield might be one of the things that you can go for.
Nice.
Go up again. I want to see if you have anything else. You've got Thunder Shield specifically, Stone Armor.
Yeah,
You're just really trying to protect against Mikasa.
Yeah, I ever since I had this on, I got less losses from her, so I think it does work, but it might be a placebo effect.
Sure. So I would say you have auto protect. Like I said, if he's dying, you're probably losing already. So you could probably just run fast protect and save 5 SC there. You can go ahead and you can unfilter set at this point, I think. Then we can look at putting on some more stuff.
Let me put on
Kind of coffee. Hey, how you doing, man?
protect.
What's on the menu? We're helping a homie learn some arena stuff. So yeah, having a good time. Go ahead and scroll down. Let's see what kind of stuff we can see here. So there's definitely some damage reduction stuff you could teach him because I don't think you have much of anything right now. So illusion, you can give him illusion for 5. Do that. Great. Keep going. That's just a straight 10% chance to dodge incoming physical damage. So every hit, 10% chance to do nothing, which is sweet.
A lot of hit PvP.
Yeah, just keep going past this stuff. An option, if you end up having room, is Luxeus' protection, but I don't love it because it's really expensive. Keep going. Let's see here. What do we got? So so fast protect, you can throw that on, or fast high protection is actually probably more ideal. I think it's worth the 7. Do fast high protection instead. That's an extra 15% physical damage reduction. Well worth.
Oh yeah, that's kind of like double in some sense.
Yeah, it's almost double. Granted, it's really expensive SC wise, but it's like that for balance purposes, so it's worthwhile though. Scroll down. Thanks, Jawline. I appreciate the vote of confidence. Okay, so you don't have Stonewall, which is probably why Stone Armor. Obviously, you can stack up other walls too. So if you're ever having room on Gorm or Theria or some other unit, you can put like Fast Holy Wall, Fast Ice Wall, and that applies a 20% reduction to damage across the board on all your units.
Yeah, I saw that in Goldmine. So that
okay,
was really
cool. Yeah, so if you ever get access to fast Stone Wall, I would probably do that over Stone Armor, just because worst case it saves you 3 SC because Gorm shouldn't be dying.
okay.
So, patience. Give him patience.
Okay.
And also teach him tranquility.
Tranquility. Tranquility. Did I pass that or do
No,
I?
it's right. It would be right next to patience.
Okay. All right.
Basically,
Um,
it's plus 20% to his mind when he gets weak, but it's gonna make your guard heals heal him for more, which just means that likelihood of him taking enough damage to die becomes less and less likely.
great.
So yeah, I really like throwing patience and tranquility for only 4. It's pretty great for just keeping units alive, especially if they're like guarding and have high defense. So good stuff. Let's see, what else do we got? Scrolling down, scrolling. Past all this garbage, we don't care. Yeah, if Mikasa's causing you trouble, you can keep the Thunder Shield. I
Okay.
personally would rather just spend on flat physical damage reductions. So
Okay. I'll take that off if anything.
when you teach more stuff, I would probably go that route. Just have more options.
Nice.
Oh, cool. Jaw just said Fast Stonewall is actually on Ganon, so you can teach that. You have access to it.
Okay. Cool.
So
Cool.
you could just change over to that, which is nice. All right, go down.
Sure.
Let's see here. Okay, cool. Scroll up real quick. Just a
Yeah. Of
little.
course.
So Spirit Breath, you could probably put Spirit Breath on all your units. Basically, what that'll do is every time Theria does a heal, which is now going to be a time stop AoE heal that's going to apply barriers, they're also going to get 3 seconds of all their cooldowns done. So, like, worst case, if you're in a pinch and you have enough MP, you can just spam the heal and all your units get a bunch of charges on their skills. So he can be doing some CC. Your DPS units can be throwing more skills. Theria can be healing ailments and stuff if she doesn't have MP to be doing that sort of thing. So yeah, Spirit Breath on all the units. It's a good move. I like it. All right, back to business. Scrolling down. All right, let's see here. So we talked about high level magic chant. You may as well put it on now just to make sure we're budgeting for it. Allure and Girls Party, awesome, so good. You love to see it.
Yep.
Yep. Keep scrolling. I don't see.
You said Spirit Boost, right? Oh, I don't have it.
Yeah, you can teach Spear Boost though. So it's on an R arc, so you have it.
Okay.
Though it would be hilarious if an account your stack somehow never lucked into a like 1R arc. That would just make my day. That'd be so funny. Okay, anyway. I don't think you have some of the other stuff taught that you can. So, Cloak of Majesty. That's one.
Cloak of Majesty.
Yep, Cloak of Majesty.
Cloak. Let me write that down.
Yeah, Cloak of Majesty and also Durability. Those are 2 forms of 10% more physical damage reduction. Celestial Mass you can run for 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then basically, whenever you're guarding successfully with Magic Guard, which you have because you have the whole guard package on, you're getting 1 MP back. And then every time you get hit, it uses like 3 flat MP in order to drop all that damage by 50%, in addition to all the other reductions. So it's pretty good. You'll have to obviously balance some of the SC cost.
If anything, I'll
Yeah,
use...
yeah, probably. You got durability, so there's another source of it. It's not amazing, but it's something. That's another 10%. So there you go. So there's some stuff. But we'd have to get rid of 22 points of stuff. So
Yeah, I'm getting off.
wherever that's going to be. Yeah, let's get rid of some of the generic stuff.
Should I just do set?
Yeah, do set only.
Alright, a lot easier.
You're getting it. Yeah, you could probably also get rid of Spirit Breath. He's not actually going to be using skills because he's on a magic build, so that's more so for other units anyway. Oh, and look at that, rated 90.
And awesome. All right.
Beautiful. Okay, cool. So there you go. There's something you can do. If you want him to be helping an ally more with his protect buff, you can give him a bunch of defense ups and stuff. But yeah, that's something you can do. Another thing he might want. Scroll all the way to the bottom. Okay. You need to see if you have an SR arc called Stone World. Just write it down. Just write it down to check it out at some point. 11 SC, you get plus 20% defense, and enemies' piercing effects do not work on you anymore.
Yeah, Buddha mentioned it, but I don't have it.
You don't have it. Okay. Yeah. Well, you should go tell your friend to stop being a loser. That's all I'm saying. Just kidding. So yeah, hopefully he'll be performing at least a bit better. I'm sure the build could be refined even further. Like I said, fast recast you'll want to put in here, and then you can swap out cultist pendant. So cool. All right. Let's hop out of here then. Last thing, I want to go and hit your Roy and make sure he can get working at the very least.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take out melee first, right? Or
well, who's working better right now for you, Mikasa or Melee?
I've been using her manually, and
Who, Melee?
Just like, oh yeah, because remember that full tank team?
Yeah.
Mikasa can't do anything to them. So
Good.
I have to use...
Okay. So there's a few, yeah, there's some things that you can do for Mikasa to work, but yeah, I'd swap Mikasa myself.
All right.
Oh yeah, that's a good point, Ja. In general, he said Celestial Mask and casting magic isn't a good combo, just because then it's just going to leech all your MP and he's not going to be able to cast. So since we're going to have him on a magic build, Celestial Mask is more so when he's on like a skill build or some other.
Magic, by the way, I rather optimize. I don't need him to have magic. I only did it because I was...
No, magic is super good because then you can lock other people out too, just like they could lock you with flinch.
Oh.
You can lock people out with Gorm just spamming Blizzard, so it's worthwhile, I think.
Okay,
so yeah, just take off Celestial Mass and then at some point go back into the build and put something else in.
Okay. Yeah,
Cloak of Majesty 9. There you go. Teach him that.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
Yeah, so that'll work. Yeah, you'll learn that when you learn Fast Stonewall because it's on the same arc. Beautiful. Okay, so Roy, it's an art form if you don't have spell render to get him to work. It's not really that complicated, but we'll. You already have him on the right arc for it, which is nice. Go to equips. Need to make sure you have something from the Devil May Cry collab. Oh, you've already got the Salmia ring. Can I see that?
Yeah.
What's that effect? Does that give him +3? No, it doesn't. Okay, it's useless. It's garbage. We're changing it. Eventually you can get it upgraded, and it'll be worth your time.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's really good when you get it upgraded. Filter for int. We're looking for a brown book. It's called William Blake Poems. He needs it.
Oh, actually, I don't have it.
You don't have it? He played during the DMC collab and he doesn't have it? Okay. So next time the event comes around for summoning stones, you have to max out Salmia Ring.
Yeah.
Actually, no, you don't even have to, because by the time that happens, you're going to have spell render anyway. It's a moot point. You're not using Roy right now. We can get him set up so that when you have spell render, you can use him. How's that sound?
Okay, that sounds great.
Great.
Okay.
Great. Let's do that. So what's he on right now? Okay, that and Trish. Okay, Godblade looks great. Trish, gross. I hate it.
Okay.
Yeah, in PvE, great, cool. In PvP though, like you're not almost ever going to see anybody with more than like 10, 20, at most maybe 30 fire resistance. And even then it's kind of rare. So I don't think cutting through it is really worth an entire slot. Filter for strength. I want to see if you have Pure Blade. If you're not using it on melee, just give it to him.
Melee's probably using some weird shit.
Okay, so click Pure Blade. Fourth one down. Okay, cool. You're not using Rimuru? Give this to Roy. Great.
Okay.
Looking better already. Sell me a ring. Click that.
Shit. Oh shit. Thank you.
Yeah, click that. Filter for strength.
Okay. Strength.
Cool. Scroll down a little bit.
I thought he's intelligent, by the way.
No, he's even on both int and strength actually. He just also has. Okay, just wait. Scroll up slightly because I don't have one of these things. Can you show the effects? I want to see what ODM gear does. I don't remember. Is it just boss damage? It is. Okay, cool. Just give him Mithril Relief. Sounds great. Awesome. Sweet. And then change the bottom one. We're gonna do a filter. Filter for. Wait. No, not sort. Filter. Filter this time.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Curse. Filter for curse. Cool. Scroll down. We're looking for holy water. Holy water. There. One of the best accessories in the game. So basically, if you look at the effect on it, it says curse nil. Or like the stats on it if you cycle over to like ailment resists. So it says curse nil, but then it also has +2. This gives you +4 to curse. which means basically if you're weak to curse, it automatically makes you over resistant to it, which means not only are you nil, but if somebody drops your resistances, you're still nil. So it's just an easy way to make people not be able to be cursed. Otherwise, for Roy, it costs you an extra 10 SC to do it. So I personally think 10 SC can be used towards damage more than an accessory could be used towards damage, so I like running Holy Water on him.
Makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really, really good. And then if in the future you ever have a DPS that's really good, but they're weak to curse, which you never want to, if you have any physical DPS in Arena, they're always curse nil. There's no exception, because there's a skill that exists called Gaze at the end. Wave start, it drops all your opponents' elemental resistance by 10, and it has like a 30% chance to curse them. If you're nil, you're immune to it. But if you randomly start the game cursed as a physical DPS, you're a paperweight and you're going to suck.
Yeah, is that the one with the cat?
What was that?
The curse that inflicts curse on everyone? Is that the cat guy the angry looking cat? I see some people have it, but I'm not sure that's what I'm looking at.
I would have to see what you're talking about. Like a unit?
No, that's
the arc?
Yeah, I think that's the cat that I was looking at, but
maybe I'd have to look at it. It's like it's really blue and snow themed, and there's like the shadow of like a wolf in the background or something.
Oh, that's a wolf. I thought it was a cat.
It could be a cat. It could be a cat. I didn't watch all the anime. It is what it is.
I didn't watch it either.
It's from a collab. So if that's another thing, if you happen to have that arc yourself, you should have somebody with that skill because it's top tier. It's really good.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's fine. It's a really limited one. Not many people have it. So okay, cool. Go to skill set. Let's see how this is set up because your gear looks great now. Looks awesome. Okay, HP. I can only assume HP is this high, so that Gorm specifically gives a buff to somebody else.
No, I had it because he kept dying. I actually didn't know about Gorm's buff.
Okay, yeah. This HP won't keep him alive. It just so here's the thing. He doesn't have a lot of defense as it is unless he's getting protected by Gorm. And if you're going against a good team, they can easily do like over 10k a hit. So like it doesn't matter if you go from 5,000 HP to 20,000 HP, which you can't do anyway. You're still going to die in 2 hits. Probably. Right. You know? So like instead what you need to do is just make them not able to touch you by having all the damage funneled towards Gorm, make him a complete tank, and then just keep your DPS units on the opposite side of the map not getting touched.
Oh, okay.
So that's the goal. Okay, cool. So I would say glass cannon. All the way. Yeah. Who cares about defense? MP is great. I assume you manually play, right? You don't just full auto it?
I kind of do sometimes, but...
Okay, that's going to be that's going to be a separate build. For now, you can keep MP up max on there. If you're manually playing, all the MP ups are worthwhile.
Oh.
Okay. If you're not manually playing, you unequip all of them. But basically, you can abuse his alchemy if you're manually playing, because then for every 150 MP you get to throw an extra S3. And if you have a really, really high amount of max MP, every time you get a kill with Posed for Honor, you can get a large chunk of it. So if you have enough MP stacked, if you manage to get like 3 kills, I think every 3 kills or so is a free S3, which is devastating.
Oh. Yeah, I see that S3. It's so devastating with my shit build.
Yeah, it's really, really good. So, okay. Crit stuff, not a huge fan of, but I'm not directly opposed. We can leave it for now. Let's see what the rest of this looks like. Special boost, great. Always great. If you end up struggling with any particular enemies, which you shouldn't probably, but you can go on and add extra slayers. Like if you wanted to put on like God Slayer and Machine Slayer, those are pretty prominent. In general, though, Human Slayer is the best arena Slayer package that exists. So anytime a new unit comes out, if they have Human Slayer, you instantly think, okay, possibly arena viable because it's super good. Most units that are used in arena, probably 80% of them are probably humans and fall under that category. So
yep.
Yeah. Let's see here. So scroll down. Let's see what else we've got on Roy here. Okay, a little sad. Post for Honor. Okay, cool. So Post for Honor is another one that, again, if you're manually playing, it's top tier. It's really good. Gain a much extra max MP. It's great.
I'll try to see when I am manual playing because I do manual play more than I auto. It's just I auto when I like someone's talking to me, so I just put it on auto.
Cool. Yeah, it's a little hard to make work at high end, but it can be done. Roy is really hard on auto though, which could be why you've struggled a lot.
Shit.
You have to have like a super specific build for auto to work, and you basically need spell render.
Okay.
So yeah, that's almost certainly why you're struggling with him. Plus, you don't have a setup that allows you to instantly S1 right or S3 right now, so that's a thing.
Right. Yeah.
Machine high boost you won't need after the change. Yeah, you can just get rid of it.
Yep.
That's fine. Skill charge 3. Yeah, you'll need that for now. Well, you'll want it later too. So decoy's fine on him because if he does happen to take a stray hit, he can get revived, and then hopefully he'll be far enough away from cleave damage from Gorms. That could be okay, but if we need room, decoy can go, possibly.
I feel like decoy is so strong in arena because I noticed that when
Yeah.
I kill someone, someone just comes back to life, but they don't lose a life bar,
Yep.
and that's pretty big, I think.
Yeah, and just so you know, all revives stack. So like I told you, the mummy suit allows you to revive. That stacks with decoy. And there's like green pendant as an accessory, and there's another ring from Great War of Ruin that gives you a revive. You can put all 4 of those things on a unit, and you can revive 4 times without losing a life.
Okay.
So just something to have in the back of your mind. No, Ja, he does not have purple orb, sadly. He can be sad boy with the rest of us. How it goes. Okay. So, something else I'll note, just fruit for thought for you. Sharp eyes. If you're manually playing, I would turn it off. If you are on auto, it's fine. The reason being, if you're on manual play and you're trying to abuse MP to get free S3s, you don't want those S3s to be extra expensive with sharp eyes.
Okay, screw that. I rather.
Yeah. So
pick
if
on
you
manual.
so if you're manually playing, it's much more abusive to just leave sharp eyes off. And in PvE as
Oh,
well, Roy's so strong, he doesn't need sharp eyes on in PvE if he's built right.
and this only applies to Roy, right? Because he manipulates
Yeah,
magic.
yeah, because of alchemy. Otherwise, most other units, they're not using MP for anything anyway, so like you may as well get extra free damage.
Okay.
But like I said, if you eventually want to build specifically where it's just Roy on full auto will not use MP. They won't use alchemy to do that. That's a manual play only thing, at which case he's not doing anything with MP, and then Sharp Eyes is great. If you happen to get some kills with Pose, then the next couple attacks with Sharp Eyes will be stronger, and then it's great. Okay, so the good thing, we're all the way to the bottom of this, unequip some stuff, and we've got a fair amount of SC. So let's unfilter by set, and let's see if we can give you some damage.
Yes. You want me to just go back up or go down? Let's start from the sword.
Michael, I'm not starting a guild. I'm joining Jawline's guild. If you would like to join, he can explain how to be a follower and advocate
There's a
of
guild.
Gobble. What's that?
There's a guild in this game.
There is tomorrow after the update. We get it for the first time during Third Annie. So
I join your guild.
it depends on this account probably, but I don't know. We have a weird prerequisite where people have to have a completely maxed out Gobble, and then they also have to have completed the hard difficulty of the recent Gobble event that goes away at midnight.
Oh, if that's like something specific, I probably can't pull it off.
Probably not right now, but eventually you could. Okay, anyway, we're getting off topic, and I only have so much time. So let's scroll, just get all the way to the bottom. Oh, never mind. You have this inverted. Berserker, easy add. Do that. Cool, great, love it. All right, scroll down. Let's see what else stuff we can get. Joss said he likes running Sharp Eyes. Meh. I mean, if you want to run it, you can. It'll make things hit harder, but
I'll just listen to your advice for now.
yeah. Sword boost is something you could throw on. There's some extra damage. Not a ton, but it's something. Scroll down to where the fire skills are. Maglion. Use Maglion. Down a little bit more.
I
Maglion.
have one question.
Great, and then do backstab and surprise attack.
Oh, okay.
All right, so something you can do is basically After you throw your initial shot, hopefully you're killing everything. And then what you can do is you can just run with Roy to their side of the map while they're respawning. And then as they respawn, you're now getting backstab and surprise attack damage, which is plus 80% damage.
Yeah, I was gonna have a question about that.
Sure.
About killing. If they have decoy, would I get the pose of glory
Oh,
and
you
pose of
sure
honor?
do.
Okay.
You sure do.
Okay. That's
Yep.
insane.
Yep. It can be a little abusive. I would probably get rid of Sky High for Spirit Breath, just so you can get some extra skill charge off the area. And I don't think Roy actually does Sky High on his S3 by default, which means he needs his allies popping enemies up to get that Sky High damage. I'm
Not worth it.
I'm pretty sure. Like, it's not bad to have, but I'd rather have Spirit Breath, I think. It's probably a close call, but whatever.
Okay.
Let's see what else there is. Okay, so do you have Fire High Drive? No, you don't. I wonder if you have the Arc to teach Fire High Drive. It's Roy's Arc.
I could search gold mine right now. I'd be like,
Yeah, it's called,
fire.
oh, it's raining or something, is the Arc. But anyway, he's going to be hitting pretty hard right now, in general. So he should be looking, he should be looking pretty good. And then what I would do is, after you get Spell Render, you can run him and run him with the Stardust Live Arc.
Stardust live arc.
Yeah, so you're basically only running it because, one, it's got good MP, but more importantly, it gives +1 to all your stocks. If nobody's explained specifically why Spell Render is broken, it's because it gives you +50% at wave start to your max stocks of all your skills and all your team.
Okay.
So, basically, Roy, since he only has one charge of his S3 at most,
Right.
it means he's only going to get 50% of that, which it takes roughly 44 seconds to charge, so you get 22 off of that. And then with skill charge 3, that gives you 30 seconds, which is great. Or 20 seconds, sorry. 20 seconds for that, putting you at 42. And then if you have the Salmio Ring or, Abandoned City, then technically that gives you the extra 2 SC that you need to get one full one full charge of your S3. But that's a lot of wasted SC. So instead what you can do, you can run Stardust Live, have 2 max charges, which means it gives you all 44 that you need for one charge. And then on top of that, you get 20 more towards your next one because of skill charge 3. And then you only need to get, it's like 4 kills. So if you get 4 kills with pose, that's going to be another 20. At which case, like, if people are reviving, you've already spent 2 seconds and you have another S3 queued up and ready. So It doesn't help your damage, but getting that one stock is really, really helpful. So
yeah, that's definitely above ocean thing, right?
For Roy, I think it definitely is. Like I said, the C1 will give him a little bit of extra damage, but he'll be through the roof on damage anyway. It should be fine, especially after you eventually grind out +40 on that sword and then get in the claw too. Which prioritize getting the claw. That's the most important thing, in my opinion. Because increasing things to +40 in Godforge is like 4 times more effort than just crafting the damn thing, and it makes them be like 10 to 20% better. Like it's heavy diminishing returns, but when you're min-maxing the best you can, you do it. But best bang for your buck, just make sure to get the damn thing first.
Okay.
So
definitely replacing my melee on manual later on.
Well, I'd say replacing your Mikasa, since Mikasa's not doing too good for you anyway, right?
Okay. True.
Yeah, if Melee's working, stick with her. I like Melee just as much as Roy, to be quite honest. And I'd say the stuff that we just changed on Roy could basically be the same for Melee as well, in regards to, like, make sure she's running like Berserker, and she can, of course, have sharp eyes.
I'm finding...
Have that shit. Terra Melt's great. I would turn off Terra Melt 3. It's awesome in PvE for the cap raise. Here, it's just translating to a conditional 30% buff for 11 SC, which isn't a super great rate. So if you have other ways to buff damage, that's great. Ooh, besties? Yeah, give besties to Roy, too.
Yeah, I don't have it on him. I was wondering if I should just slap that on him. I
Oh,
have it
great.
on Mikasa coincidentally, so I just
Oh,
did
that's
that.
great. Yeah, so do it on them. Whoever you swap out, definitely run besties on both those units. That's awesome. Super good.
Okay.
Love it.
Yeah. Lucky to have that.
Yeah, Ifrit's great. You can also throw on Berserker if you got it on her.
I use Ifrit because of Roy. Roy, it's like this
Yeah, totally.
without the
It's so valuable in here. Yeah, absolutely. But running Berserker too, totally. If you
Berserker.
have,
Yeah.
yeah, stop filtering by this stuff and see if you have Berserker because it's just one of my favorite skills.
I might have it. I think I might have
Okay,
it.
you might have to teach it. Oh no, it's right there. There you go, Berserker. Cool. Um, okay, great. I mean, that's pretty solid start right out the gate. I think that'll probably be pretty impactful. You can give her sword boost. Oh, you only got 3 SC left. Never mind. Yeah, you can do whatever you want
Yeah.
with the rest. I don't really care.
Okay. She's pretty strong as it. Okay. I
Yeah,
feel like she.
for the most part.
Yeah.
I assume she's doing pretty well for you. If
Yeah.
you can find alternatives, I hate light attack raise 3 or light attack raise 2 you have on her.
Where is that?
Light attack raise
yeah.
2 like fifth that's 15 SC for a plus 30, which
I
is
felt
just
a big change when
it's
I
just
did that.
what's that?
I felt a big change when I did that. When I increased it, I was kind of iffy about the 15 as well.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
then,
it's if you don't have other things to do, then
yeah.
it's fine. But
Okay.
in general, like for 30%, like light high drive, just give her light high drive. It's the same thing, but 4 SC
Oh,
less.
oh, okay.
Same
All right.
thing, just more efficient.
I'm just retarded.
No, you're good. But yeah, in general, attack raises are usually only good if they're free or if you're on like a hybrid unit. So, because it buffs all your stuff, but you don't need her special damage better. You don't need her magic damage better. It's just physical. So, just physical damage getting buffed for that cost is just not great.
Gotcha.
Let's see what else.
Is Waken worth it? Because I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah.
But...
Oh, yeah. Awaken's good. You probably also want like determination or something on. If you have From Zero, I'd put From Zero on, but I don't know if you have that
I
arc.
don't think I have it. No, I from zero. I don't think. But I think I do have determination, which I kind of liked when I was looking at it.
Yeah. So I'd say that's probably worth with it if it seems like it's saving your life ever.
Yeah.
It's just a way that it can help you to take a hit and then trigger Awaken to heal you and potentially take an extra hit after that. So when you're building her as tanky as you are, it might work. So, all right, cool.
Fast magic work.
You, wait, fast. Not really. No, it gives you 1 MP every 6 seconds.
Oh, okay. That's
It's really bad. It's really bad. Yeah, so you could just give her like a fast skill. Let's see, what does she have? Teach her fast fort. You're already buffing her defense with like Ganon and stuff. Yeah, give her. There you go.
Yeah.
Just give her fast fort. Great. Oh,
You know what else?
fast brave too. She should have fast brave on for sure.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah,
should I
let's.
just take auto critical for fast critical.
Um, probably. I guess if she stays alive pretty well, that's a pretty big save.
It does, but my only concern was I put that on over fast because against like full tanks, like full 2 healer, full 2 tanks, I felt like I needed the crit all game because once it goes above 40 seconds and I don't get a kill, I lose.
Okay. Well, okay. So here's the thing. With this team, when you're doing enough damage, the game shouldn't go 40 seconds. Either you're getting killed or like you need to build better. But you have the tools. You can just kill things. Things should be dying well within 40 seconds.
So definitely fast critical. I just gotta know what I'm doing.
Yeah, which you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be totally fine, especially once you start getting some of this higher end gear. What are her? What's that? What'd you say?
I was thinking about getting stun resist or no early on because I kept getting stunned by.
Yeah,
people.
totally. Yeah, do stun resist. Fill that out.
Okay.
Perfect. Score. Love it. Check her equips quick. Let's
Okay.
yeah, let's see what she's got. Okay, so so I would say the defense from Melee Ring is super nice. I would probably swap Equilibrium Sphere for Speed Shoes. It'll give her that other stun resist to make her stun nil. And then
Okay.
it'll make int.
Be oh, it's in. Okay.
Int, yeah. And then it'll give her some movement speed too, so she can potentially move to people quicker if she needs to. I mean, usually she's going to be S3ing or S1ing to get to people, but... Oh, you got to filter it. Yeah, get rid of that curse from before. Hold on. Hit the arrow. You're inverted again, I think. Oh, no, you're... Oh. Wait. Maybe you're not. No, you're not. I'm sorry. I was looking at it weird because the other two were on top.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, the alternative, too, is to just get 5 more SC freed up, so you can just have it. But otherwise, yeah, Speed Shoes is right there. So that's something you could throw on. And then now she's immune to stun.
Calling me. I need to... would it be okay for me to...
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead and pause, man. I'll talk to chat for a minute. So, Tweaks. The thing that you missed is... his context is he played the game a long time ago and thought it was cool, but way back then, Magic dominated and he liked physical characters, and he was like, this is just really annoying and getting boring, so he left. But he had a friend he played with, and he stuck with the game, and was a bit of a whale, and yeah, just stuck with it and enjoyed all the things, and eventually life caught up with his buddy, and he needed to walk away, so he ended up actually getting his friend's account. So, yeah. He came back with a super duper stacked account, and he doesn't know anything about the game in its current state. So he's learning.
All right, I'm back. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, that's why he's got lots of meta stuff, and things are reasonably well built. So cool. All right, yeah, no problem, man. So anyway, Speed Shoes could totally turn back into Equilibrium Spear, but I would definitely go and get Stun Resist on. So, yeah. So you can make her stun nil if you want, and then you can get that extra damage back, which is probably worthwhile because at that point you're basically trading 5 SC for plus 15% damage, which is pretty good. So. Probably worth. So if you can get that on her, that could be worthwhile. So hopefully they're going to be running even better now. I mean, you can go ahead and run it, see how it's going to go. Just see.
Okay.
Right. I would take Roy off skill priority too. Go back out of this quick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, back out. Yeah, don't have him on skill priority too, because then he's just going to spam S2s when nobody's around him.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Oh, that looks like that's gonna count that.
Yeah, so Tweaks, you say he's got a generous friend. He did have to pay for it.
I did pay for it, yes.
Yeah, he did buy it off of him. Granted, for the amount that this is stacked, I think he got a pretty good rate. Or you're just fighting him and you just instantly nuked Buddha?
No, that's just that guy just gets 3 wins. I've seen him around. Oh, that's Buddha.
Yeah.
That might be the real Buddha. I'm not even sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, were you just fighting him? Was that a legit fight?
No, he's probably using a I don't know. He just gives 3 wins. That's like.
I see. I got you. Okay. Yeah. All right. Cool.
He's probably just giving 3 wins. I don't know. It's generous.
No. It was on priority S2 because I made him put Roy on. Oh, and actually, hang on. We need to take Roy off because you still don't have spell render anyway. But.
Oh, whoops. All right,
so it's going to be a tad bit rough. Basically, he had Mikasa in that slot, and I wanted him to set up Roy to use for after he has spell render. He just hasn't. He's only been playing Arena for a couple days, so he doesn't have enough for it. And he doesn't have the tools to make Roy work as it is.
Oh god.
Yeah. Probably would have been smarter to spar first. I should have called that out, but I'm distracted talking to people.
Oh, that's fine.
All right. So yeah. So.
All right.
Yeah, so Theria here. So hit magic, spam the magic button as much as you can.
Oh, okay. Whoops. Theria, right? On Theria.
On Theria, yeah. Oh, I guess you could do a Starlight heal. Oh no. See if you can do high res on Roy. Yeah, you're just not looking great this particular set.
Screwed.
Yeah.
That's why I just couldn't use him. Alright, let me see if I can just kill someone first. Oh no.
Yeah, I mean we're not gonna be able to. This was not the way to get started on here. Because Roy's not ready without spell render. He's not built to work right now.
Yeah, that's why I switched to that chick. She just doesn't die out there that fast. So I just had her just so she doesn't die.
Okay. Cool. Well, sorry, I should have called out and stopped you because we weren't quite ready for that. So,
That's fine.
you could put Mikasa back on like you had before and just kind of test to see how your melee feels.
Should I check her stuff out or there's no time?
Um, Nah, you're probably fine. I mean, you could. It's all the same thing at this point. It's stack a bunch of damage stuff, like crit and other damage things, and like you're probably pretty
Okay.
good. So what I like to do with melee, and what I recommend is one, give her backstab and surprise attack if she doesn't have it. Target enemies right away. If you're manually playing, hit switch target. Okay, so then go to somebody that's in the back line, like Theria.
Right.
So use S3 on Theria.
Okay.
Okay, and then do switch target again.
Oh, I did do it more often. Okay.
Yeah, okay, so now go up to Lilibet. Okay, you're on her. Now spam S1, or just hit S1. No, just throw it. Yeah, just throw it, and then keep pressing it. Yeah, look at that. Okay, now stop attacking for a second. Okay, now Lilibet's there. Go kill Lilibet.
Oh,
That-
yeah, I guess I was like, oh, I'm stunned.
Oh, and then you got hit.
Yeah,
Feels bad, man.
that sucks.
Yeah, so in general, like that's the melee play style in my opinion. You S3 across the map, so you're behind enemies, and then you just
Yeah.
S1 them in the back and instantly kill everyone by
I don't always
pressing
get
one button.
S3, unfortunately. I think I need spell render or something. Oh yeah, I'm definitely stunned. I'm screwed here. Let's go here. No, I'm screwed.
Rip. Well, you'll have to work on your manual play a little bit.
Okay.
So, but yeah, and I'm sure Gorm can be made better too. Obviously, can give him some more damage reduction and some other things as well. But you sort of get some of the understanding of it, and also make sure you have reject on all your units. I didn't actually check for that, but that's part of stacking Allure on Gorm. Is you put also at a bare minimum put reject on your other 3 units.
Oh, I didn't know it works like that. Okay.
Yeah. And then
Okay,
Tweaks
I'll
is
do
also noting that you don't have to switch. You can switch units while you have the magic menu open too, in case you didn't know. So you don't have to like leave it and then quick switch and then quick tap magic again. You could just click on them while the magic menu's up. So just making sure you know you can do that.
Okay, so I noted that down. Really appreciate it. This is all good information.
Yeah.
Okay, you want me to try again?
Cool. Well, it's up to you. You don't have to keep taking losses. You could just spar somebody in your friends list that's like around
I
your
don't care.
around your level.
It's better
Okay,
to
if you
do
don't
it.
care, then sure, go ahead and go in there and see how it works. But yeah, it'll be better once you can actually get stuff. Oh, he's fighting Dojo. That's fun. Another content creator. All right. So again, whoever's the furthest back, S3 in on them.
Sarah.
Yeah, there you go. And then
Oh,
stop.
starting step.
So then pause and target Theria.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then just hit some S1s at her. There you go. Look, so you're cleaving both of them. Okay, then stop. And then target somebody else then. Basically, you want to be getting as much like pass-through damage as you can. So move to the opposite side of Sarah. Oh, that works too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, you have another one now. You can teleport back to Sarah with another S3. Yeah. All right, cool.
Oh, okay, I can
Yeah, it's fine.
Switch or something?
Yeah, it's fine. Okay.
Oh,
And
I just got killed. I
well,
don't know.
somebody targeted you.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Too bad,
So
reject.
you're gonna need reject.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so that type of thing doesn't happen. Okay, melee's back up, so head back
Oh,
over.
look,
Oh,
look.
never mind. They're just chaining on you now.
Yeah, ever since Mikasa, like people just die.
Yeah, when you have your allure stuff, like your Gorm's not dying
Yeah, now that you upgraded him.
for the most part. Like he's getting pretty close. There, he got it at the end, but oh, this isn't Dojo. This is Dappo.
Alright, I'm getting the idea.
Yeah, but either way, you'll
Right.
get the hang of it. In general, if you're manually playing, like it's really advantageous to like basically be constantly like micromanaging stuff. Like go in and use an attack and then pause, choose target, potentially swap character, make them do what you want them to do. And like it's almost impossible to lose if you're like managing everybody. The more you leave up to AI doing stuff, the more likely you are to not have a great time.
Oh,
There you go.
that's
So
what
so
she's
go sit behind Zekis. Oh, that works too. There you go. Then just throw
I think that's
S1s
the hardest thing.
and just don't get close to Gorm.
Oh, well, I just freaking pressed the wrong button.
Yeah.
Whatever. I'm just killing them. I
Yeah.
think this guy easier.
It also doesn't
Easier.
help. It honestly doesn't help that you're in Steam too. Like,
Oh yeah.
because like you're trying to,
Like
yeah.
yeah. I
I
am
mean,
used
it
to
worked. You know, you got there.
yeah. I'm used to playing on my iPad.
Yeah, it's so much better on there. For sure. So anyway, I think that's all I got for now. But like, feel free to ask questions in Discord and stuff, as you
Yeah, you
have
know.
been. I know you've been really active in the main LC Discord. So people are super helpful over there as well. But hopefully, you at least got some decent ideas to work towards to make stuff really good. And like I said, when you get Spellbinder, it's gonna change the game completely. It's gonna be insane.
Yeah, and I gotta get Stardust heal, and all that good stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Put that on Theria for sure.
Really appreciate that. That totally changed my view on the game, on how to play this.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. No problem, man.
okay.
Cool. Glad I
Really
was able to assist.
All
Beautiful.
right.
All right.
I won't bother you anymore.
No, you're fine, man.
Want to thank you.
Awesome. Well, you have yourself a nice night, and thanks everybody for stopping by, hanging out. Hope you all have a nice rest of your week as well. Enjoy Easter, since that's a thing that's coming up.
Oh yeah, I can't wait for this anniversary. I think I came back at a good time.
Yeah. There's gonna be so much quality of life stuff. It's not even funny. It's gonna be great.
All right, Zara, have a great.
Can't wait.
Thank
Yep.
you so much.